Okay, guys, so we're back for round three. At this point, we are guaranteed 3 packs. This is where it makes a big difference, like I was mentioning, against 4-3-2-2. We already made our second place. So if we lose, that's fine. Same value as 4-3-2-2. Now, if we win, that's 5 packs. That's definitely a better value. At that point, we're netting in. We're definitely netting a pack. On a 4-3-2-2, you are going to have to ship that fourth pack for ticks, and essentially you're netting about a tick or so. I believe it's 1.3 ticks right now. Now with 4 packs sealed, it's a little bit different. At this point, we are netting a pack, a full pack, full value. So here we go, round 3, average Joes. Let's see. Oh, I like this already. Okay. So I'm not opposed to this hand. Turn 1 play. Have this backup if there's any X1s. Hopefully he has more than one X1 with the same name. We get to do some work. Turn 2 play, we have the lands. Turn 3, if there's anything we can pitch. I wish this guy was actually like a real looter. Draw a card, then discard a card, versus discarding a card, then drawing a card. But I still really like him. A 2-1 body still. So we're not gonna mulligan. We're all keeps here. And let's see. And we are on the draw. So yeah, definitely big plays, big things to do. We definitely start out with a scavenge guy. Now this guy's pretty tricky. You want to kill him kind of deal, but then you don't want him to be scavenging for free. So I believe this guy should have been scavenged for 2 life. No, just kidding. That would be awful. But hopefully this guy has a whole bunch of monocolor creatures that we can chop, kill. If he plays a monocolor creature, I might be more tempted to kill the Slitherhead just to push him to scavenge. Whoa. Okay, so here. Oh, Lotless Troll. How I loathe thee. I guess the idea here is probably maybe Electrickery to get him to discard some creatures before he draws. Maybe rethink about it. Why you have to be monocolored? This guy doesn't have monocolored stuff. But worst comes to worst, we can still Electrickery, pitch a launch party, then hopefully get a land to be able to launch party that guy when we put him in a tricky situation. So when it comes to that, we're just gonna pass the turn here. Lawless Troll seems like it's going to be a problem. And he is joined. I love it. Oh, come on. Unleash for daddy. I think we are perfectly fine with pitching this guy here. Maybe not. Maybe the play was to... What about if he doesn't have any other creatures? That Lawless Troll is more than dead. But... think here. I don't feel like pitching this, but you know, like Trickery. It's the one that we pitch. Ugh, that was worse in a sense. I feel like he has nothing. I feel like I'm not gonna block here. I feel like this guy's just drawing lands, and we had our chance to kill that troll. Okay, so he had a creature this whole time. Okay, I think here all we need to do is just draw massive amount of lands. Rixmatic Guildmage. I feel like at this point we're not in a good spot, ladies and gents. We are not in a good spot, ladies and gents. My part of the play was just to let him. I can possibly. Yeah, that's gonna allow him to shrink galore. I mean, I'm pretty much dead. Put a whole bunch of blockers. I'll take one. No, kill him. Okay, let's see. So if I put all 3 blockers in front of this, all 4 blockers in front of this guy, I'm gonna take 1. I'll probably take 2. Then I'm pretty much dead on the rest, because he'll make me take 4, and then I'm dead. So concede game. This game's over. I mean, turn 2 Lotleth Troll was pretty beating for us. With VAR would probably be at best. Just a minute ago. It's nothing that we can really change it to. Oh man, talk about hands that you shouldn't be keeping. But at this point, I'm gonna keep. Out of all cards that I would want to see, this is the one. By the way, that was pure sarcasm when I said that. So apparently my opponent kept a pretty indecent hand. Man. He gets to tap for all the colors. So we're 1 land away from VAR. So at this point he has 5, 6. Unfortunately, Oh man, this could have been one. And oh man, this is still being winnable. Or it can be won. Oh, that sucked. But oh well, okay. I had to deal with that Rex Matty. So I need a really big guy right now to be able to block this guy all day. And there was. Pack Rat would have done it. Well, Pack Rat a couple of times earlier would have done it. I think here the mistake was with the Rex Matty. I should have just put one guy in front of it. And then that's it. Let him try to build up into the other guy, take the 1 damage. So that way I would have had 2 guys left, which would have been able to buy me enough time for the Udvara. Because then at that point I wouldn't have had to block with the Udvara like that. But I didn't have Launch Party at the time, which probably if I would have had Launch Party at the time, I would have just been completely fine with... Did I have Launch Party at the time? No, I had Ultimate Price and Electrickery. I hadn't drawn Launch Party if I am not mistaken. Which I might have been playing too fast this round. I think if if I did have launch party, what I should have done, just block the one guy, let the other guy get pumped up, um, kill him, and then force him to use 4 lands so he doesn't have enough to play the Rex Mandy, leaving me with 2 guys on the field, which probably would have bought me sufficient time to play the Udvara and be able to start swinging with the Udvara and possibly win right then and there. But yeah, the mistake was done. So, and him drawing the 6 drop guy, the haster, at that time was definitely clutch. Or if he had it in hand, was definitely clutch. So that definitely goes well for him. Although we did pass turns, so he did draw into it. So that was good for him. Pretty much, I think all I needed was probably the Grim guy would have been fine. Any other guy would have been fine. But at this point, the game's done. Definitely should have been playing a little bit better. Probably should have been a little more reserved about the way I went about it. But we definitely got ourselves a good game there. We still get 3 packs. To replay this again, we would need 1 more pack. And then we're back in business. So it's still, when you lose, has a 2-1. In a sense, you could say it's less value because you only have to get 2 ticks versus another pack. But at the same time, I like this better. The only benefit of drafting is you may get past better cards than what you open here like that. I mean, look at our opponents. Some of them got some pretty verdicts and other really good cards. This guy right here, he opened a Luckless Troll and a Rakdos. That definitely was great for him. So when it comes to that, yeah, that's the only thing. But you're living and learn, right? So let's definitely chalk it up to the board, and we'll do better next time. So sorry I let you guys down, but hopefully next time I'll play a little bit better. I am particularly not mad about the hand I kept, but I mean at the same time you could argue for the fact that it worked out because our opponent had nothing versus the fact. I mean, you couldn't argue for it. It is the mere fact. Given our opponents would have had something, we probably would have been in a lot worse position. But I like the deck. Definitely look forward to hearing you guys. Any comments would be awesome. That way, you know, constructive comments, please. But when it comes to that, definitely, you know, if anybody would have built the pool differently. It's the first time I actually go with 13 lands, and the way I approached it with only 31 cards. I normally go more cards than that, but other than that, I'll definitely see you guys around. I'll definitely try to have a video week for you guys. I'm also going to start doing constructed events. I'm not sure when those are going to start firing. Most likely it's going to be Pauper. I'm a big Pauper fan. There's other websites like Channel Fireball that have a guy that does Pauper. Chris Davis, I think is his name. Been watching some of his videos, particularly not fond of his approach on losing, but that's life, right? So here, I'm definitely going to try to find some interesting decks for the Pauper matches. So hopefully we'll have something going on here. I'll definitely rewatch the videos. I'll put some commentary as to what I think could have been better. Okay? Well, definitely bid you farewell and good luck in your future matches.